Merry Christmas, everyone. So I'm going to be showing you all how to make eggnog French toast. So you want to start off by combining 5 eggs, 1.5 cups of eggnog, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. And once the ingredients are well combined, you can go right on ahead and place some of the Texas toast breads in the mixture and put it to cook, 2 to 3 minutes each side. This is how the French toast came out. Now I'm going to be showing y'all how to make Grinch pancakes. Start off by whisking together 1 egg or 1 banana as a substitute with 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. Then add 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and some green food coloring. Now you can cook the pancakes on medium heat, 2 to 3 minutes each side. And this is how the pancakes came out. Now I'm going to be showing you how to make Grinch cake cups. Start off by making whichever cake you prefer. I would highly suggest vanilla, that way it's just easier to dye it green. With the cookie scooper, you can scoop the cake batter into the ice cream cones. Be sure to preheat the oven to 350 degrees and put them to bake for about 20 to 24 minutes, but put them in carefully, that way they don't happen to tip over. Once they have cooled down, you can go right on ahead and start frosting them, starting with green frosting. Next, on top of the green frosting would be the red frosting. Finally, you just gotta add the little white tips on the very top of the red frosting, and then even around, like on the bottom area of the red part. Yeah, like notice how I pipe them like gently, like one at a time. This is how the cake cups came out. Now I'm going to be showing y'all how to make gingerbread cupcakes. Start off by beating 1/2 cup of unsalted butter and 1/2 cup of brown sugar, light or dark is fine. Then add 1 egg, scraping down the sides. Add 1/2 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of unsulfured or dark molasses. Do not use the black strap. Anyways, then add 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. Be sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees and put the cupcakes to bake for 19 to 21 minutes. Now, as for the cream cheese frosting, beat 8 ounces of cream cheese and 8 tablespoons of butter, salted or unsalted is fine. Next, add 1 cup of powdered sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, once the cupcakes have fully cooled down, you can go right on ahead and start piping the frosting on them. This is how the cupcakes came out. Now I'm going to be showing y'all how to make torta paradiso. Sift 2/3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cups of cornstarch, and 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, you are going to need 4 eggs for this recipe, so beat the egg whites until it is stiff, which should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Then slowly add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and beat for approximately 30 seconds. As for the egg yolks, beat them with 4 teaspoons of boiling water on medium speed for about 5 minutes. Now this time, only add a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Combine the egg yolk mixture with the flour mixture. Then add 1/2 cup of butter, melted and cooled. Now you can fold in the egg whites. Be sure that the oven is preheated to 350 degrees and that you have an 8 to 9 inch round cake pan that is already greased, and then put the cake to bake for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now, as for the milk cream filling, beat 1 cup of heavy whipping cream in a medium bowl until stiff peaks start to form, which should take about 3 minutes. Then add 3 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk and 1 tablespoon of honey. Once both the cakes have cooled completely, you can go right on ahead and remove them from the cake pan. Notice how I have one of them upside down. I mean, this is supposed to be kind of like a sandwich cookie cake if you think about it. Anyways, so here I am frosting the cake. Finally, top and dust the cake with powdered sugar. You can use however much you want, but I wouldn't use too much. This is how the cake came out. Finally, I'm going to show y'all how to make eggnog pancakes with vanilla syrup. Start off by whisking together 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and 2.5 cups of eggnog. Next, add 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Be sure that the stove is on medium heat and that you have a greased pan. I know I normally say to cook both sides of the pancakes for 2 to 3 minutes, but since I am cooking this on a gas stove, I am only cooking them for just a minute or 2. Ah, perfect. To make the vanilla syrup, whisk together 1.5 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in a medium saucepan on medium heat. Be sure that you are stirring even as it boils. After letting it boil for a bit, you can go right on ahead and add 1/4 cup of butter and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now, once the butter has fully melted, you can go right on ahead and add 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Let it simmer a few minutes longer. This is how the pancakes and syrup came out.